to part 3. I'm starting assembly now. Most of the parts are here, and I'm doing all of this by myself. I'm assembling everything, and so it takes a while. I'm going to be 68 this year, and I'm retired, so can only do so much every day. So it's a kind of a slow process, but I am really enjoying it so far, even though some of it's a bit challenging, as you can probably expect if you've ever done anything similar to this. So anyways, thanks for joining in, and here's kind of where I'm at now.
So my stapler came in. You can see the 2 staples on the dashboard. I also did the melted staples on the back of the main dashboard, and I got a new speaker grill. So I found an ordered a used right side manifold from eBay, and it finally arrived. I shouldn't say finally. I think that was the quickest part delivery I had. It only took a couple of days. So I had to remove both the left and the right side of the motorcycle's manifold. It had to all go up as like one unit. It was really difficult to do by myself. So I had to first take off the parts from the old manifold that I needed on the new part, the new manifold. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And then from there I had to set up a bunch of stands to elevate the exhaust in several positions so I can kind of lift it up and get it into place and bolt it all in. It took quite a while. As you can see, I'm in a lot of weird positions trying to get this manifold in place and bolted up. It was really giving me a little bit of trouble getting this in place and even trying to get it started. I still have the manifold heat shield to install, and on both sides, and then the bottom that kind of protects the bottom of the engine. That still needs to be put back on, but I went ahead and kind of got into wanting to get that triple tree installed since the bearings had arrived. So I kind of put the rest of the manifold bolting up to later. So now I'm trying to get the the card table ready for the next step, which will be getting the bushings and the bearings, the new roller bearings, into the head stock. So yeah, not a lot of room to work. In part 4, I'll show you the pile of broken parts that are on the side of the garage. The deeper I went, the more parts needed to be replaced, and the list just kind of continues, but I'm glad to be on the assembly process now. These are all balls, bearings, and dust cover, and I'm just kind of getting it ready to put on the tree. First thing, of course, is to get everything all kind of greased up and ready to seat. So I'm doing both the top and the bottom bearing at the same time, so get all that out of the way and done. So now I'm going to be seating these bearings. I'm using a 2.5 inch black PVC pipe that I had kind of, and just kind of pounding it in with that, and it worked out really well. It was the right diameter, just what I needed. And then right here you can see what it looks like all seated with grease. Seal driver. And what I noticed was this is a 59 millimeter driver, and I could drive it on this end, and on the back end, if you flip it over, it goes right on the outside. I can use it to drive it the rest of the way. Or I also have a 38 millimeter impact socket, and it also can be driven the rest of the way on the bottom. You just want to make sure it's the inside, but it's narrower to where it will fit inside your steering
column there. So that's the next thing I'm going to do now, is to get the bottom one in. So I'm going to drive the top part in now, and of course thin part on top and the thicker part to the bottom for this bushing. And I'm going to start it with, again, I'm just using the same 59 millimeter driver to put it in to where it's flush. And actually I have a impact socket that's close, but it's still a little fat. I can either grind it down, or what I found is the bottom bushing that goes on the bottom here fits perfect. I'm gonna hit the top of this and use that for my at least first attempt. See if I can use that to drive this the remaining way into the bike. So
the first part of getting the bushing in isn't too difficult, with getting it to where it's flush, but after that it gets a little more tricky trying to get it from flush down inside the headstock. Once you get it started, that piece that came off of the bottom of the shaft, that broken piece that held the bearings, worked out really well. Be able to get it all the way down, and then I'm checking to make sure it's totally seated. And of course, once I'm done seating that bushing all the way down and checking to make sure it's seated all the way down, I can then put in the freshly greased bearings and the dust cover, and then go ahead and bring that triple tree up from the bottom, get that first nut on there and get it torqued. And then, well, I'm just going to kind of skim over the rest of it. There's quite a few good YouTubes that are better than this to show you step by step how to do all this. Then it's time to get the shocks in just temporarily, just so I can go ahead and make sure the top and the bottom tree are aligned, so I can get that top bolt completely torqued.
I thought I'd do a quick shout out to Herbie's Garage. I kind of concur. I dropped the head bearings down to below the tree here, top tree, to what Honda calls for, which is 20 foot-pounds. It just felt too tight, anything above that. So I tried it at 22. I didn't even go to where they had it at 28. And I know because they're roller bearings instead of ball bearings, maybe their torque is different, but it just felt so super tight. So I'm sticking to Honda's torque anyway. So I've got these forks in temporarily now, and this is the last nut that needs to be tightened. Got a 30 millimeter nut, and that calls for 76 feet a pound. So here we go. Quite a bit of torque, so here we go. Moving the whole bike. There it is. Well, that concludes part 3. Part 4 I'll probably put out in about a week from now. Here's a quick walk around, not walk around, but I'm just going to kind of scan the camera from the exhaust manifold up to the steering tree, and kind of turn it a little bit just so you can kind of see. And but anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, and stay tuned to part 4, probably about a week from now, I'd say. So anyways, see you soon.